What's up? So, the biannual bibliothon happened, and I just am amazed by the amount of participation we had, by the amount of people tweeting at us and making entries, and the amount of work that was obviously put into all of those entries. It's just amazing. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who participated, and today's video is not only announcing the winners but all of my honorable mentions that I want to point out for every day, because there were so many good ones. Like, I can't just say who won, okay? And then I am going to do my wrap up at the end of this video for everything I read during the week. Let's do this. Was the DIY challenge, and Kelly hosted that for us, and the winner of this challenge was Simply Kelsey Lee. She also happens to be my best friend in real life, so that was really cool that she got to win a book. She did, in order to win this book, a DIY of how to paint a table out in the middle of Yosemite. So she did a wonderful representation of what she painted. It was a compass on top of a table that was round, and there was a moon on it and a sun, and it was just very, very beautiful and very well done and well deserved. But also on this day we had Clockwork Kitten, who did also some painting, and she did little tiles like squares for the house that you could put up as decoration. They were all book related and they were very, very cute, and I absolutely loved them as well. And then we had, I wanted to mention Hey TJ, who did a outlet plate that was The Fault in Our Stars themed, and it was very, very cute. I absolutely loved it, and I wish I could make outlet plates and put them up in my house, but I can't because I'm renting. But yeah, they were really cool. Then we had Blondie's Books. She did a DIY baking thing, but it was how a fangirl bakes. It was so funny. I absolutely loved it. She was in this cute little onesie, very cute. Ah, so great. And then we had Megan Precourt. She did a DIY, and it was like those planters that are in a fishbowl basically thing, and it was based on Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, and it had sand in it, and then a little like cactus plant and little dragon eggs, and it was very, very cute. I absolutely loved it. So then we went to day 2, and day 2 was the movie trailer challenge hosted by Brittany's Book Find, and our winner for that day was Clockwork Kitten. She did a Paper Towns by John Green movie trailer, and she did it with Legos, and it was very like stop motion action-y, and it was very well done. Absolutely wonderful. She so deserved the win. It was great. But we also had some really amazing ones for this day. We had the BookTube girl. She did the Red Queen movie trailer challenge, and so she dressed up as a queen, and she talked about being a blood and had blood running off of her hands, and it was just so well done. It was amazing. And we also had Megan Precourt, again an honorable mention. She did wonderful in this. She did a Hopeless by Colleen Hoover movie trailer, and it was all in black and white, and it made me feel feels, and it gave me the goosebumps, and it was so, so well done. We also had Teller of Tales put on a Secret Garden movie trailer, and that was just so beautiful. Once again, very well done. It could have easily been the actual movie trailer. I loved that it was some of what was in black and white. There were some very beautiful garden scenes. It was just beautiful. And then last but not least, for day 2 we also had Sarah's World, which is Kelly's sister, uploaded a Volition by Lily Paradis movie trailer, and it was so good. Having read the book, she just embodied her, and it was so wonderful. I absolutely loved it. So then moving on to day 3, which was the cosplay challenge hosted by Emma Books. We had the winner, which was Teller of Tales, and Teller of Tales did a cosplay for the witch on the train at Hogwarts, who comes around asking if anyone wants candy from the trolley. It was short and sweet and just wonderful. I absolutely loved it. And then we also had Clockwork Kitten do a really great cosplay challenge. She did Magnus Bane as well as Ragnar Fell. I believe Ragnar Fell was actually the underrated cosplay character she did, but she also cosplayed Magnus Bane, doing a little scene from the book, and it was really well done. Pucks and Paperbacks also did a really great cosplay for Meredith from Anna and the French Kiss. I thought it was so cute. I loved all the Beatles aspect. It was so great, and it was just very adorable, and it felt very real. I don't know, it was really good. So then moving on to day 4, which was the Primetime TV Challenge hosted by Selena from OXXX Snap 13. And the winner for that day was Momo from the Booktube Girl because we couldn't handle that video. She did a The Mortal Instruments meets Supernatural combination, so Clary and Jace and Simon met up with Sam and Dean from Supernatural, and I couldn't handle it. The flip of the hair by Sam was so good. But we also had a couple other really great primetime TV challenges. We had Megan Precourt once again, who did a So You Think You Can Dance meets characters. So my personal favorite part of it was Isabel Lightwood did a hip hop dance, and I was just like, of course Izzy would do hip hop, because what else would she do if she was dancing? It was perfect. But then we also had Clockwork Kitten once again doing an amazing primetime TV challenge. She did UK Has Talent or Britain Has Talent book characters, so similar to the So You Think You Can Dance idea. My personal favorite was Harry Potter pretending to try to do magic, but then he couldn't do magic, and it was great, and she pretended to be Simon, and I love Simon Cowell. So moving on to day 5, which was the Draw My Life challenge hosted by Sierra Reads. This challenge was the most difficult challenge for all of us, and our winner was Sabrina the Teenage Reader. She did the Draw My Life as Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, and it was so cute, so funny. She did it as a Valley Girl type girl. It was so great. I absolutely loved it. But then we also had, once again, Momo from the Booktube Girl. She was killing it this week. She did a Draw My Life as Bella Swan, and it was a parody, and it was just very funny. I absolutely loved it. Alright, then day 6 was my challenge day, and I hosted the Recreate a Book Cover challenge, and Scruffy Books won that for my challenge. He did a really cool Catch-22 recreation. He did a song that I assume is from one of those two or both of those. So he sang it himself as a voiceover, and then he did a real life size for the book cover, and then he himself was the little man that is in the little corner of the book, and it was just amazing. But I do have a few honorable mentions for this day, and so I want to point out Zara or Zara, I'm not sure how to say her name, but she did a beautiful recreated cover for Rebel Belle. It was so well done. She did it stop motion clay. She made the knife, she made the necklace, and then she brought a ribbon out, and it was just so well done. It was beautiful. I wish it was in my house, honestly, so I could put it up somewhere, because it was wonderfully made. But I also want to bring up Damn the Muggles finger painting. It was just beautiful. This yellow raincoat woman with the black eyes, and it's very sketched rather than looking very real, and it was a wonderful creation. It looked exactly like the book did. And then I want to point out Simply Kelsey Lee, because Kelsey did an amazing recreated cover of Vengeance Road. It was so beautiful. It was on this piece of wood. She did skulls and she had guns on the top, and it was just really beautiful. I want to also mention Teller of Tales. She did a wonderful recreated book cover for Splintered by A.G. Howard, and it was, she drew it, and then she also had felt used, and oh my god, or maybe it was cardboard, I'm not sure, but it was really well done. I absolutely loved it. So then the last day was day 7, hosted by Little Red Reader, and our winner for that day was Kelly Potter Dancer. She did an amazing Harry Potter sings the song from Hercules. It was really well edited, and it was just so funny, and I love Hercules and I love Harry Potter, and so the two of them coming together, it was great. We had Clockwork Kitten once again, who did a really cool cinema challenge. She did a Isabel Lightwood instead of Katie from Mean Girls meets Regina George at the lunch table for the first time. Oh my god, it was so funny. I loved the ending especially. It was so great. Scruffy Books also did a really cool cinema challenge. He did Little Miss Sunshine meets Grapes of Wrath. I've never actually read Grapes of Wrath, but I could just tell that it was funny, it was good, and it was on it, and I love Little Miss Sunshine, so the silence part was really funny, so I just wanted to mention his videos. So all of these videos will be linked down below so that you can check out all of their channels, and I hope you guys like everyone and just loved this week. It was so great. I'm so happy with how many people participated. It was so fun. I'm just so excited for the next one now. I'm going to quickly go through my wrap-up here, quickly mention the books that I read and how many pages and everything, and then you can check out my entire June wrap-up for my thoughts on the individual books that are listed here. So this is just going to be a quick little sneak peek of my thoughts. So I started off with the Bibliothon with reading the last 20 pages of the selection by Kiera Cass, because I just couldn't put it down with only 20 pages left. I needed to finish it. So I finished this quickly, and then I picked up Eleanor and Park, which was my DNF, or did not finish. So I did not start from the beginning. So I read 150 pages of this in order to finish it, and then I put it down and I picked up Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen, and it was phenomenal. 192 pages, and I finished that on day 2, and then I started Paper Towns on day 2 as well by John Green. I read 45 pages of this on that day 2, and then I picked it up again on day 4, finished it by reading 163 pages of it, and sort of started reading the Shadowhunters Codex. I got through 14 pages of this on day 4 before setting it down and heading to bed, and then on day 5 I picked it back up, finished it by reading 259 pages of it, and then I slowly sort of started Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I only read 6 pages of this on day 5, and then I picked it back up on day 6 reading 244 pages of it, and it was glorious and it was beautiful, and I love this series so much, and it's just amazing. Then I finished this on day 7 reading the last 65 pages of it before starting The Elite by Kiera Cass, because I finished my challenges and wanted to read the rest of the selection series because it was so good. So I read 216 pages of this during the Bibliothon, and then that was the end of it. So let me get my total here. The total pages I read was 1,472 pages, or 1,472 pages, however you want to say that, and wow, that seems like a lot. And then I finished 5.5 books plus that little 20-page bit of the selection, but also minus half of a book because I didn't really start Fangirl from the beginning, so that's a thing. I don't know how I count that, whatever. It's a thing. I finished all the challenges. That's awesome. Got through all of those, so I'm gonna pick these up now. So these are the books that I read during the Bibliothon. For more thoughts on them individually, check out my June wrap-up, which should be going up next, but I know it's coming soon to you. So yes, these are the books that I read this week, and they were really amazing. I loved all of them. I didn't have issues with any of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this week of reading, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what books you read and finished or started this week during the Bibliothon, as well as your favorite winner of the week, as well as your favorite honorable mention of the week if you watched any of them. And I'll see you guys on Thursday with a new video. Bye!